But anyway, as the today's FOB, that's what I said, FOB. Hopefully, I'll do this only once. And talking of Lucy, I remember going to a parent-teacher evening, and after the introductions, the teacher started with, now what can I say about Lucy? Well, what can I say about Lucy? We knew we were in for interesting times when she put on a backpack with Hello Kitty on the back, stuffed with little dollies, and left a note in the hall saying, I know now that I am adopted. I must pack and go. And promptly headed out of the front door. But fortunately, I convinced her she really was our daughter. And it really was in her best interest to stay. So, Lucy's career to date, and I got all this off LinkedIn.
Brilliant.
From gathering all the girls in the road into a mums and dollies group, clattering around in Prue's best high heels.
I'm still wearing today.
That she's still wearing today, to saving the pampas grass in the front garden from being cut down, and then amazing us all with being a competing member of Tolworth Gymnastics Club and coaching, then going on from school, which I won't even talk about, to graduate at Winchester University, and I've just remembered what the hell course she did. And it's, wait for it, it's a bit long. Drama, community theatre and media studies. Yeah, I've got it right, yeah? That's the first time I've remembered. So following university and a wonderful academic career there, she became what was known as the feral child. That's the tour bus crew that called her that, as she was on a catering tour around Britain and Europe, following the bands around, and World Wrestling Federation guys who were about that big. And Lucy is So, after a wonderful career lying around in a bus all night and cleaning up dishes, she then decided she'd travel to far off countries, trekking in Nepal, breaking China in China, jumping out of a plane in Australia, to then forging a career in digital marketing. And I think that's pretty good so far, I think. Obviously, lots more to come. Which reminds me, you work in digital, don't you? And you work in digital, don't you? That means you don't work in a conventional office, no paper, no Tipex. Because, you know, what happened to a friend of mine was he mixed up his Tipex with his Viagra. And he woke up in the morning with a huge correction. So, I've got to say, oh Lucy, you're looking fabulous today. Really fabulous. As of course do all the bridesmaids, they look great. And of course all the ladies here. Everyone looks great. I'm not sure about this table over here. So what Lucy lacks in stature, maybe. I'm sorry then, I had to bring that up. She more than makes up for by a big character. Determined, generous, caring, and a self-determination to get on with what she wants to do. Who would stand in her way? Lucy has always managed to stand on her own 2 feet, and now she can stand on Craig's as well. Her and Craig have formed a formidable partnership, I think, and I can only see success and happiness for both of them in the future. They're both still alive and kicking after the stag and hen do's, which I hear were pretty hectic. And I, for one, wasn't there, but I will try and make up for it tonight with a glass or two and cutting some shapes. A bit of dad dancing and apologies in advance. We always thought Lucy may be the one to go off and get married on the beach somewhere exotic, but not so. But Craig did propose to her on a beach, Feltham Beach, just down the road from Butlins, Bognor Regis.
You can take the boy out of Bognor.
However, he did sweep her off her feet into a big stretch limo on a weekend in Paris, and that was impressive, Craig. He certainly set the bar high for event management. No wonder he was known as Craig the Magnificent when he was younger. I have no idea why, but he's used his magic once again, I think, to conjure up another great occasion. So that was a lovely service, and for me especially, the pride of walking my one and only beautiful daughter up the aisle, or in this case the barn floor, was fantastic, I must say. I was all emotional. I must just say what a pleasure it is also to get to know Craig's great family. Glenn, Wendy and his sister Adele, all lovely people, and I'm sure we'll get to know you even more, and good times in the future. I love a wedding, and obviously even more my own daughter's wedding, and it's great to see and meet all the friends and relatives on both sides. Obviously I don't know half the people here who you are. And of course you don't know who I am either. Yeah. So somebody said life is like a glass of good wine, to be filled to the brim and enjoyed. So let's raise our glasses to Lucy and Craig, Mr. and Mrs. Hendry.